Jai Hind, this is Brigadier Hemant Mahajan. The subject today is illegal Bangladeshi and Rohingya migration which is taking place in this country unabated and its security implications. I repeat, illegal Bangladeshi and Rohingya unabated migration in the country and its impact on India's national security. Let me start off by saying as to why this topic is being covered today. If one has been reading newspapers regularly, last few days the newspapers in Goa were flooded with information that the Goa police has caught lot of Bangladeshis in Goa who were staying there illegally. The number is in the region of 25 to 30. But what was alarming was that all these people who were caught had all the documents that government of India issues, meaning Aadhaar card, some people had passport, some people had, everybody had ration card, everybody had a PAN card, etc. And what were they doing? They had been settled there for 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. Some of them had started business there. Most of them were in the business of collecting bhangar, that is collecting scrap and selling it. They even had their children who had been born in there in the government hospitals, and nobody around knew. So it shows as to how careless the security forces are, how careless are the local people, how careless are the politicians, and how careless is the media. Now, if you follow newspapers of countries, of states which have a border with Bangladesh, especially the northeast India, various states like Meghalaya and Assam, etc., who has a border with Bangladesh, and similarly West Bengal, which has a border of nearly of about 2,500 to 3,000 kilometers, which is there. Almost every third day, there is a report in the newspaper that a Bangladeshi couple has been caught here, a Bangladeshi has been caught here, he was found there living for some time. And very recently, Government of India published a statistics which said, if I remember the statistics correctly, 4,500 Bangladeshis have been caught with legal documents. I repeat, with all legal documents, but the documents were fake and they were illegal Bangladeshi migrants. Not only that, there was another report that people in lakhs, Bangladeshi people in lakhs, have come inside India with proper passport, but a proper passport, proper visa, but after coming here, they have just disappeared, meaning they have not gone back to Bangladesh. And this was noticed under two headings. One, lot of Bangladeshis want to come to India for better medical treatment because the quality of medical treatment in this country is very, very high. They come here, get treated, and just merge with the local population. Second is the religious tourism, in which people come for visiting some mazar here, some mosque there, and something else, and thereafter never go back. In fact, somebody who is interested in national security can get the exact figures from Government of India, but the number is very large. Today, if you look at the India-Bangladesh border, nearly 4,500 kilometers long, it is now the fence has been constructed there since a long time. Smart technology has been introduced there. The BSF strength in that area has been increased. If one remembers, when the Modi government came to power in 2014, they exchanged the enclaves which were encouraging illegal migration. So now the illegal migrants do not have basis from where they can infiltrate into India. But despite you have the floating border outposts which are there in the riverine terrain. Riverine terrain is regularly patrolled. Not only that, there is a fair amount of technology induction with the help of drones, etc., who are keeping watch on what is happening there. Despite this, the illegal migration has not stopped. And if one just compiles newspaper reports of the border states, especially West Bengal, you will get a lot of information as to how many people have come inside. Now, why does this thing happen? One, of course, is the most important reason is the BSF efficiency of guarding the border requires further improvement. The strength has to be increased. There, the distances between the BOPs have to be reduced. Patrolling has to be more intense. More use has to be made of the technology, etc. Those things are, of course, there. But in addition to this, there have been some reports in which the security forces were also involved in letting the migration come inside. Obviously, such people, the number when detected must be punished. And not only that, what is I think most important is when thousands of Bangladeshis get caught in rest of India, a detailed investigation report is prepared by the state where he is caught. I'll just give you one example. One Bangladeshi was caught in Nanded district of Maharashtra. Now, when the police carried out an investigation, they realized that after entering India few years back, there were 35 people inside India who helped them. They were agents on the borders, local politicians or the local Gram Panchayat leaders who helped them. There were certain gangs who who gave them a place from where they could come, sometimes through the riverine area, sometimes from a place where the border was not as much guarded as is required to be. Meaning the border, they keep these agents, these people in the border area, keep a watch on the border, find out the loopholes that are there on the border, and from there they infiltrate these people. The local police, especially in West Bengal, instead of taking action against the illegal migrants whom BSF catches once in a while, carries out some actions against the border security force, meaning the local police, instead of helping the BSF, tries to demoralize them by various means. I'll not get into it, get into this part, but there are adequate number of articles as to how the BSF is being targeted in this area with purpose. Now, so therefore, the local police has to help the border security force. The people in the area have to also help. Now, what happens is illegal migration is a booming business. A lot of money gets changes hand when an illegal migrant comes inside. Now the figures quoted are from rupees 5,000 to 10,000. Exact information will definitely be available with the security agencies, with the intelligence agencies. But the fact is, for a sum as little as 5 to 10,000 rupees, a person can cross the India-Bangladesh border and come inside. And thereafter there are agents who firstly keep them hidden in the border area, thereafter quietly take them to a bigger place like Calcutta. There they are kept in some mosque or madrasa or some place where they can be hidden. Then a briefing is carried out as to where he is to be sent. Initially, most of them used to settle in the state of West Bengal and the northeast area, especially Assam, etc. But now the percentage of Bangladeshis in this area has increased so much that these states cannot absorb any more Bangladeshis. So what is done is, after their documentation is done, meaning giving them Aadhaar card, giving them ration card, making passport for them, or whatever document they require, then they are put into a train and sent to 7 or 8 states. Initially, the reports were that the states where they used to migrate was firstly Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Jammu area of Jammu and Kashmir. In addition to that, to some extent in Punjab, then Bihar, Orissa, Kerala, Maharashtra. These were the popular states. Now what one finds is that these people change their name and try and show that they are locals and are infiltrating into newer and newer areas. Maybe it is reported that wherever a labor work is required, hard labor is required, meaning construction of roads or construction of flyovers or construction of railway line, or wherever a lot of let's say real estate sector, there the number of migrants there is very high. Not only that, they are used, they do jobs such as selling vegetables, running, collecting scrap, They also provide cheap labor to many industry. If an Indian labor is willing to do a job for 500 rupees, the illegal Bangladeshi, since he wants to earn money, somehow or the other is willing to do it at half the cost. Lot of farming at lot of places, contract farming is taking place, especially in states like Punjab and Haryana, etc., where a lot of people have migrated abroad and they are not in a position to do farming. So they do what is called as the contract farming, in which a farm is given to a local person who does the farming, and then the owner of the land is paid certain amount varying between 35,000 to 45-50,000 depending upon the quality of land, without doing any work. Now there also contract farming, who is doing it? They obviously they are earning money, that's why they are giving 45-50,000 rupees per acre to the owner. There also cheap labor is being used. So the cheap labor is a big problem. Lot of places, the domestic people there do not want to hard job, especially in the area of fishing, etc., where one has to be at sea for 2 days, 3 days continuously. So there also they are being used. So the society is been subverted so badly that most of the political parties support them. They are if they come to the big cities, they are made to stay in a slum. Then they are given some land to construct jhuggi jhopdi there. And if somebody starts agitation against them, the political parties support them because they get voters card. The moment they get voters card, it is for vote bank politics that they are supported. In fact, to put it very simply, except the Bharatiya Janata Party, no other party has spoken against the illegal Bangladeshi and Rohingya migration. I repeat, no other political party has spoken against illegal Bangladeshi and Rohingya migration. The figures quoted as to how many illegal migrants are there today in the country vary from 5 crore to 6 crore to 7 crores. In fact, there are reports that when you talk of a figure, there are a lot of Bangladeshis, figures quoted are that a large number of them have documents, but there are definitely some who do not have the documents. So therefore, it should be easy to catch them also. There are many ways by which they can be caught if the political will is there. But it appears that in most states, the political willpower is not there. So large number of people who manage to cross the Bangladesh border, get inside India, find a ready-made place from where they can carry out their day-to-day activities. Children get born to them there, they study in madrasas there, they're given support by locals in certain areas, and they manage to live there and at times even go back to Bangladesh for a vacation or for some administrative reason, etc. So in nutshell, the problem is very, very serious. So the most important issue is, what do you do about it? Now, obviously there are many ways it can be done. First is, we must keep on talking about it, keep on discouraging vote bank politics by the political parties. We must keep on talking, keep on writing about it. Then secondly, the media should be vigilant and find out wherever an illegal migrant is there. Then the election commission should get into election mode and find out where has been a voter increase based on census and data analysis. We also need to carry out a profiling of people, profiling of those people who are helping illegal migration. There are many politicians, there are many parties, there are many NGOs, there are many institutions, there are many individuals who are helping the illegal migration. These people should be detected, because it is said that instead of a illegal migrant who's more dangerous, a person who's helped them to come inside India, stay here, get documents, he is more dangerous. In fact, as I told you in the beginning, for one migrant who was caught in Nanded, there were 35 people who helped him to come inside and gave him help at various stages. So the subversion in the society has to stop. A thing called patriotism, a thing for love for the country, being aware that this illegal migration and vote bank politics is going to ruin this country. They're taking resources which should be given to the local people, that must be educated again and again. India also has to ensure that the people who come inside do not get radicalized. Maybe there were reports like General Sinha's report which talked about giving them work permit wherever you are not able to provide labor, but that will open up a Pandora's box. The trading community, the shopkeepers must ensure that they are not given any job. The job should be given to Indians first. We have to inculcate greater professionalism in our police force, greater professionalism in the border security force, the intelligence bureau, the research and analysis wing, the NTRO, with the help of all the technology that is available either with Israel or with USA, should be able to guard the border much better and ensure that the infiltration is reduced to zero. But I think the most important point is Srimati Hasina, who is the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, is a good friend of India. We must tell her that whenever we caught Bangladeshis, she should take them back, because she just came last month and everything else was spoken except the illegal migration. So illegal migration is one of the biggest security threat as far as India is concerned, because not only they take away economic opportunities, but they are a security threat, because wherever a violence is required, wherever there is a problem of law and order, whenever you have to take drugs from one place to another, whenever you have to take, say forward what is called as fake Indian currency notes, they provide easy labor and they provide easy courier services. So they are a big threat as far as India's national security is concerned. The only solution is we must guard the borders properly, and whoever is infiltrated inside should be caught based upon intelligence reports, and they must be deported back to Bangladesh. I'll stop here. Jai Hind.